Welcome to Koala Gardens. This video is brought to you by my alpha producer patrons, Jeff Anderson, Rich in Alaska, and Lynn. And I thought it might be really nice to just have a little bit of a look back at Elmo's story as he grew up, because there's a bit of a treat for you at the end of this video. All of my video will always be free on YouTube, but you can support what I'm doing, which takes a lot of my own personal time and money, by getting behind me through Patreon or maybe an In the Loop adoption. There's loads of great exclusive stuff that you can get for supporting me that way. And I want to acknowledge the Widjabul people of the Bundjalung Nation, on whose land I am so proud to live, work and play. In March of 2023, I became certain that Ellie had a new Joey in pouch, but he didn't really emerge until around October, and we didn't get to see much of him then, just little sightings. Ellie was so good at hiding her Joeys. However, by December of 2023, here he is. You can see that Elmo is now strong enough to be on the branches, not having to always be sitting completely in Ellie's lap. He still needed his mum loads and loads, and he would stick pretty close to her most of the time, but you can see that he's able to climb around a bit, but he still wants to ride on her belly as she's moving around. So that's a really big indication of age, because as they get a little bit older, another month or so, and he won't ride on the belly anymore, he'll ride on her back. Now, all of my video is always completely free. The best thing you can do for me is always smash the like button. Please always do that. It does loads for the YouTube algorithms, as does commenting, sharing and subscribing. Let's get back to Elmo. We're moving now into January of 2024, and there he is sitting in Ellie's lap. Only a month later, and you can see, even though we can only see his butt, he is really getting bigger. Joeys grow so fast once they're out of the pouch. I am always amazed. Now just watch this. He's pulled his head in and he's going to wriggle around and sit just like Mum is, but he's going to be in her lap. And it looks so much like a child sitting in a human adult's lap. I just love it. Koalas are amazing. This is the end of January. It's summer here. It's hot. There's a lovely breeze blowing, and the best way to deal with the heat is to have a drink at the milk bar. But it's too hot to get cuddled up close and sit in Mum's lap, so Mum just holds on with her arms up to let the breeze blow through while Elmo drinks. February, and all of a sudden he's moved from being with Mum most of the time to being in a separate branch of the tree from Mum most of the time. That transition just seems to happen almost overnight. You can see him there, and there's Ellie. So they're in the same tree, but quite separate. Again, you can see there he is sitting quite happily all on his own. And how much is he growing? Look at the size of that round butt. By this point, Elmo is now around the 10 to 11 months old, so we expect him to be on his own and to be getting quite a good size. It's just that when you're watching it, it seems to happen so fast. And look at the way he's sleeping. This is still, I think, one of the most hilarious sleeping positions I've seen. How he balances draped on that little stick is beyond me. And after a little bit, he just kind of half wakes up and, yep, I'm here, buddy. Hello up there. He's quite a long way up in the tree. Here's one of the days that Valentine was here having a bit of a, hello to Ellie. And let's just see what happens. He climbs up a little bit, sits on a bit of a dead stick, and just watch. You'll see that stick fall out of the tree. Phew. You know, koalas have got to be on top of things all the time. Here it goes. There's the stick, sit on it, and watch. You'll see it fall all the way down. Whew. Close shave, Valentine. Now we're in March of 2024, and again, you can just see that butt getting bigger and bigger. There's Ellie, so they're still in the same tree, but he's living more and more independently. I find that it seems like a transition is happening, and then all of a sudden they will just be separated, and that's where we are now. Even though it's March, he was in the tree with Ellie early in the month. He is just further and further away from her every day. There's Ellie, quite a few trees away. So they're near each other, aware of each other, but quite independent. April, and now basically Elmo was pretty much only probably going back to Ellie once a day or so to get a little bit of a drink. Again, his confidence up high, whatever he's doing just shows how ready he is to live on his own. That little face, he is such a mini-me of Ellie. What you can really see as he's maturing now too is the way his face is filling out. He doesn't look like such a baby anymore, even though he is still quite young. Now, June 2024, so, just a year ago. I can't believe he's been around this long already. And look at that round shape as he sleeps. We all know that a big butt is what we want in a koala. Maybe not what I want in me, but look at that. Again, that shape just yells, this is a good, strong, healthy young koala here. And that's a classic sleeping position. Now I started to see less and less of Elmo, and all of a sudden he started moving out, but he came back in November of 2024. I can't see a lot of him, but it was definitely him. Then in February of 2025. So this is giving me some real clues also, because I always see him in areas 9 and 11 of the property. If you're a patron, you get to see lots of the numbered areas on the property map and also on my official website. And then here's the exciting bit. Just only a couple of weeks ago, Elmo was back. He's in a pink bloodwood tree on the edge of the property in Area 9. And look at him going, jumping around, moving through the trees. He's not so used to me now. He was quite used to me when he's younger. Now just watch this. I love the acrobatic antics of koalas. He's going to stretch across. Yep, did it. Whew, lucky. If I wasn't sure at this point, I now know I've got at least a boy koala. But I did take loads of photos, and it took me quite a bit of time doing detective work to be completely certain that this was Elmo back again. Such a joy. I know that some of the koalas that are born here don't move that far away, but when one just comes back over the boundary and I get to see them, it is truly such a big joy. And guess what? You've done it. You've made it to the end of yet another Koala Gardens video. So would you take a moment to write in the comments below, everything's good with Elmo. Thanks for watching. There's loads more video coming your way very soon. As much great video as I can get, I will bring to you every day. Another way that you can support what I do here at Koala Gardens is anytime you're looking for a t-shirt, a pair of socks, anything for yourself, for a gift for a friend, hop over to my Redbubble store and see all the different designs on over 60 different pieces of merchandise. There's something there for everyone.